Hello, I'm Harriet and I've never considered myself to be a cool girly. Some people just seem to have that cool girl energy, but I have to try really hard because my natural state is this. Don't look at me. But I have learnt a thing or two on how to be the coolest version of myself, and I don't want to gatekeep. It's really quite easy. I've learned a thing or two that I'm gonna share with you. So let's get started. The first thing is picking out a cool outfit. Now, obviously this is incredibly subjective, but I think I've learned a few little tips and tricks from Pinterest, Instagram, the TikTok girlies, the fashion girlies on YouTube, and I want to impart my wisdom onto you. So my first little hack, my first little outfit tip is a thrifted outfit. Everything in this entire outfit, down to my shoes, is thrifted, and I just think it is the coolest thing in the whole world when someone says, "Where did you get your jacket?" and you're like, "Oh, I thrifted it." Like, I just think not only is it the most sustainable way to shop, but also you really have to work on building your personal sense of style, because you don't have a selection of beautifully curated clothes for you. You have to dig through those clothes like you're in the Hunger Games, and it really builds a great sense of personal style. In saying that though, this outfit you guys have probably seen like 10,000 times on Instagram and Pinterest. Replicating Pinterest outfits is another really great tip to look cool. Like, whether or not you have put together the outfit yourself, the outcome is still a cool outfit. So there's absolutely no shame in going on Pinterest or going on Instagram, finding an outfit that you like and literally replicating it. All black is truly the cheat sheet to looking cool. When I picture New York or London or Berlin, I picture these cool city girls in all black. Like, it truly is the blueprint. Perfect for a night out or just walking around the city. You really can't go wrong, and everybody has black items in their wardrobe. But if all black isn't for you, I think that to look like a fashion girly and look really cool, you need to wear something that's slightly controversial. I think the most confident people in their own fashion always wear something that makes you go, "What the f***?" and you either love it or you hate it. For me, that is speed dealers. I actually was roasting these like a year ago, but now I've come around to the fact that I think they actually make me look quite cool, even if some people hate them. A pair of speed dealers with a slick back bun, I don't know what it is, but I truly just think it screams fashion girly. So these are my black ones. I would say that I don't really wear these ones anymore because I recently thrifted these pink ones, and I just think these make me look so cool. I don't care if people hate them. I'm aware that they make me look like a bug or something. Like, they're so ridiculous, and they also traumatize me from my childhood because speed dealers were like super in when I was growing up. But I just think this really makes me look like a fashion girly. If I was to wear this all black outfit though, I would personally change the jacket just because I really like to wear bright light colors. So I think something like this kind of balances it out. So adding a pop of color to an all black with a controversial speed dealer, like, I feel so cool, so cute, ready to take on the big city, and I'm ready for people to stare at me and be like, "What is on her face?" Because that means that there was something in my outfit that made them stop, look, and be like, and I think that's what the cool girlies do. You guys should definitely take my advice because look how cool I am. Color combos is another way that I think makes you look really cool. I really think this is such a fun way to dress, so like happily. Like, it's a really expressive way to dress, but I still think it looks so cool. And the best part is that an outfit like this actually changes so quickly if you just change the shirt. And oh, she's in pink now. How was that transition? Was that so bad? It felt really bad. If you guys are new to my channel, this is my favorite fashion hack, is wearing like a two-piece, like a little skirt and a top, or a little white dress or something, and then wearing these thrifted colorful button-ups over the top. It changes the whole outfit. As you guys just saw, we did green, we did blue, we did pink, and now we did purple, and it's a monochrome look. Monochrome is such a fun way to dress. I've been loving blue lately. Like, I just think this is such a cool hot mom outfit almost, and I love just like experimenting too. Like, I have, you know, blue button-ups that I haven't actually tried this outfit yet, but I feel like this would be quite cool. Yeah, this is giving like going to pick the kids up from school vibes. Even this, if it gets a little bit cold, and like this is what I love about having a pastel wardrobe. If you guys missed it, I did get my colors analyzed recently, and so most of my wardrobe now feels quite harmonious. So as you can probably tell from the way that I've been dressing, I can literally just grab any piece of clothing pretty much and put it over this current outfit and it'll look cute. And the last thing might seem so obvious, but don't underestimate the power of accessories. Like for me, I love wearing some big chunky rings. This one's thrifted, and I really like this little chain ring as well. It just makes me feel and look a lot more put together. Obviously, you know I'm about to go in with these speed dealers again, but you don't have to wear ugly sunnies. You can wear, actually I have another pair that would look really cool with this outfit. I feel like these ones could also look quite cool because they kind of tie into the blue. See? Look how much more put together I look just with throwing these on my face. Instantly, this went from just jeans and a jumper and dad sneakers to a put together cool girl outfit. Something I've realized over the last year is the impact of hair. I put so much time and energy into my makeup and into my outfits, but I always neglect my hair. Some of the coolest girls that I see always have the most stunning like hairdo or updo. It really ties in with their outfit, and it just as a whole makes them look so much more put together. A go-to for me is an Instagram girly slick back bun. This is the perfect look if your hair fluctuates between freshly washed and dripping in oil and there's no in between, because that is me, as you can probably tell. I've always wondered how the TikTok girlies get the most slick back bun. I've never been able to do it, and I've realized what I was doing wrong. This is the most important ingredient in a slick back look. I didn't realize how important it was to have a ball bristle brush. This one is just like a super small one. If you don't have one of these, you will not be able to get the results. That's just the reality. I tried for so long to use this little brush. It's meant for scrubbing your feet, and I was doing it with my hair. It's not the same. You truly need this. So all that I do, and let me just preface by saying I'm not a hair guru in case you can't tell, constantly just battling my way through life, trying to look cool. So that's where I'm at. But all that you do is you just pull your hair up to, you know, the height that you want it. I always find for a slick back bun, it either looks best high enough so that you can kind of see the bun at the top, or really low so that you can like slick your hair this way. Today I'm gonna go for a higher bun, but the technique would absolutely be the same no matter what height. Once you're at a good height, literally all that I do is start to brush back, and you can just see immediately how much this brush smooths it out. Like honestly, I don't know how I was trying to do this without this brush. And there's always these kinks at the top. I just struggle my way through trying to smooth them back as best as I can. And something that I think looks really good is having this little parting right here. You don't have to. Some people love just like slicking back their entire hair. I think I look like a bit of an egg if I don't have this. This is the part where everything goes kind of wrong, because the second that I start to wrap my hair around, I do get a few kinks. I'm not perfect at this. I do my best. And then I like to leave out this like strand so that I can do the spiky bits. I just think that looks the best because, again, I do look like a bit of an egg. So this is the vibe. It's not perfect, but I would be so happy to leave the house looking like this. I know some people get it so much more slick, but I am who I am. Then I go in with like a smoothing kind of product. So I either will use the Got to Be Glued hair gel, which this thing is like really intense, or I will use this Kind Hold and Shine spray. Warning that both of these will make your hair incredibly like crusty, dusty, and like just hard. You know, this is not a soft hairstyle, this is hard. So this is best done when your hair is filthy and you're gonna shower that night. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna use this one. Ew, I literally hate it so much. It's a textural nightmare on my hands. But anyway, I smooth that back, and I like to focus on especially like these little side bits that tend to pop out. And then I just go through and I smooth it all down. Oh, and then again, just smooth. And that is my slick back bun. I actually did a terrible job today, but that's kind of realistic because I'm not a beauty guru. So hopefully you were able to get some tips that help. This look is definitely best served with a nice heavy pair of hoops. These ones are really cute. And a very controversial pair of sunglasses and a big leather jacket. I really feel like in the last 5 minutes, I've transformed from a crusty, dusty gym girl with dirty ass hair to cool Instagram gal. Next, we're gonna learn how to do an at-home blowout. The first thing I do is spray a bunch of heat protectant on my hair so that I don't fry it off. The next thing I do is blow dry my hair with a proper blow dryer, and I get it until it's like slightly damp. This is kind of what I mean. It's slightly wet, damp still, and the reason I do that is just because from my experience it is so much easier for my hair in particular to hold a curl when my hair is slightly damp before I do the next step, but definitely just experiment. The next step is the roller step. So I have these self-gripping Velcro rollers that I got from Amazon. There's 3 different sizes in them. Then I have these little duckbill clips, and then the most important part is for me my blow dry brush. This one is the Bondi Boost one. You can literally use any of them. I think there's one from Revlon, but this is what we're gonna use to like kind of blow out our hair, and then we put the rollers in when the hair is hot. So the first thing I do is section my hair. This will be my top section, this will be my middle section, and this will be my bottom section. So what I do is I'll turn the brush on to the blowout setting, and I'll start here and kind of hold it and then drag it out, and as I drag it out I twist it round, and then I just kind of keep twisting and pulling out. And then right at the end, I'll do this for like 10 seconds because it's really hot and I don't want to fry off my hair. Right at the end, I'll twist it all the way up and hold it here for like 2 to 3 seconds, and then I'll roll it out. And you guys will see what that looks like. As you can see, I didn't really put too much heat on, but my hair is warm, and you want to then go in with your roller, and you want to make sure that the roller is the same direction as the curl. So for this curl, I curled it inwards, which means that I want the end to curl inwards like that. I just literally smooth out the hair on the roller and then roll it up and then pin it. I basically just watched a tutorial and followed along, and it looked kind of shit the first time I did it, and then, you know, you just learn as you go. I'm literally dripping in sweat, but I've done both sides, and now I'm moving on to the top section. So I've split my top section into 2 pieces. These are the shorter bits, and this is obviously the longer bit. So I'm just gonna clip up the shorter bits. The only difference, I literally look like I'm in the 1800s or something. Anyway, the only difference with this section is that instead of going like out the ways, you want to just go directly up, because this section I want to have the most volume humanly possible. And I go up, 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 and then I start to curl it in and down. So that's how I do the back section. And then this part is literally the exact same. Put all of the hair on the curler and just curl it down. For the fringe, some people like the curl to go under, so in this direction, because it gives you like a really full fringe, like a lot of volume. Other people like to curl it this way because it swoops out of your face. I've done both and absolutely love them, so it really just depends what kind of mood I'm in. But for today, I'm gonna curl them up and under. And that is literally it. That's how I put my hair into rollers. It probably sounds like quite complicated, but honestly, it's actually really easy. You just have to practice. The idea is you want to leave these in your hair until they've completely cooled. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes. My curls are completely cool, and it's now time to take them out. So there is a little hack or trick to not rip your entire head of hair out. So the first thing you want to do obviously is remove all of the clips, and literally all that you do is you put 2 fingers inside of the roller and you twist, and it literally comes out so easily. And look at that stunning curl. So this is what it looks like initially, and already like it's just so beautiful. I feel so put together, but the last piece is always the most fun. So let's do this one together. It always looks a little bit crazy at first, so I just kind of shake it out at the roots because sometimes you can see where the sections were. This is the finished blowout. It's honestly so cute. The last hair tip that I think is actually so underrated is having a collection of like colorful clips, especially if you dress colorful, kind of like me. Putting some little barrettes in your hair, matching it to your skirt or your top, it ties together an outfit so easily. I'm also a huge fan of these little butterfly clips. It just honestly makes your hair look so cute, and it ties in the colors of the outfit. Like 10 out of 10, such an easy way to accessorize. Okay, so this is the finished look with my cute little blowout. Part of me wishes I did keep the slick hair for this outfit, but anyway, this is the finished look for today. So now what I want to do is take some cute little pickies, because let's be real, I do think looking cool also extends to online, and my Instagram feed is not cool. Okay, it's not cool, but I'm constantly trying to take cool pics, and I feel like I've learned a thing or two, mainly from Pinterest. The first thing that I think is so cool in a picture is when it's not just an obvious fit pic. Like, it's not just me standing here with my camera on a tripod, like smiling like this. No, I love when people get creative. So I go onto Pinterest and I find a bunch of photos. I love this one, how her Converse is like holding the second phone, and then that's where she is. Like, tell me that's not so cool. Also a similar vibe is this one where her phone's on the table, and the picture is not necessarily just about her, it's about the surroundings as well. So that's what I'm really into right now. I'm gonna go and try and recreate one of these photos. I've swapped cameras and I've also swapped shoes because I'm gonna go outside and try and replicate that cute Converse photo that I showed you guys before. I do always feel a little bit cringe taking photos of myself in the street, but I feel like this one's a chill one because the camera's just going on my feet, so like it's not like I have a massive tripod or something. So let's go downstairs and take this cute little photo. Okay, I think this should work. Okay guys, I feel like I kind of got it. I need to go through them and see if they're cute. I just had a look through the photos, and do you know what? I think I did get a cute one. They did not look anywhere near as cool as hers. I think the fact that she had like an iced coffee actually really helped, but I do think I got a cute one. Moral of the story, find a cute photo on Pinterest or Instagram and go and replicate it. It was actually so much fun to just experiment. The next thing that I've learned, which honestly is probably just gonna sound so silly, but I think it's true, is when the cool like Pinterest girlies do a photo dump, instead of just like taking a photo, for example, of a sunset, right, a regular schmegular photo, what they'll do is they'll zoom in to like 4 times on their iPhone so that it's all like pixelated, and it will look like this instead. And you kind of can't tell me that that isn't more aesthetic, because I do just think that's way more aesthetic. So if you're taking like a little photo for your photo dump or even for your story and you want to look a little bit cooler, consider just zooming on in, baby. It's like the easiest thing in the world to do, but for whatever reason, psychologically, it does make you look a little bit cooler. I think it's because the trend right now is like camcorders and kind of shittier quality photos generally and videos, so I think that's kind of tying into that trend. Obviously, I've shown you all of the aesthetic stuff like the hair, the makeup, the outfit, taking cute photos, but I think that being cool is so much more than that, and you cannot be cool if you're a dickhead. Like, I think you might look cool for a second, but the second that you open your mouth, if you're rude or unkind, it all falls apart. Nobody will think that you're cool. So I think that being cool is being the perfect mix of kind and confident. For me, being kind is asking a lot of questions, being interested in somebody and what they're doing, showing empathy, validating the way that they feel, and telling people how much you appreciate them. On a side note, I really appreciate you. And confidence is something that I'm constantly working on. I feel like I've gotten so much better since I moved from Sydney to Melbourne at the end of last year, but I'm definitely still working on it. Like, I would definitely not say I'm a super confident gal. The way that I learned how to be confident, or the process that I'm currently in, is if I'm in like a really spooky situation, if I have to show up and I don't know anyone, that kind of thing, I will ask myself, what would Ethan do? And Ethan is my boyfriend, and he's honestly like one of the coolest people that I know, because when he walks into a room, he just has this aura of confidence. I feel like he can talk to anyone. He makes everybody feel so comfortable. So instead of me telling you how I think you should be confident, because I don't really know, I thought we would ask him instead. Ethan, I would love you to give the spicy beans a little pet talk on confidence. How you found confidence.
I think everybody's on their own journey with confidence. You don't like finish confidence. I think you constantly evolve and grow, but mine is pretty obvious where I got mine from. I was quite shy when I was in high school and stuff. And yeah, through music, I started singing, and you have to kind of face those fears when you do performance. Yeah, I think it just bled into my life. So I just can talk to people very easily. I think it's like a big strength of mine.
Would you feel comfortable walking into a room full of strangers and knowing that you could talk to people?
Yeah.
See, most people, that's their biggest anxiety.
I feel like you can get in your own head with it, like you're not good enough or something, but just treat it like somebody's walking up to you. Like, how would you feel if somebody wanted to start talking? Like, just be nice. Like, you'd be nice. And if they didn't want to talk to you, that's fine too. Like, it's okay. It's one of those things, it's kind of like exposure therapy. You do need to do it to then break it. You know, every time you end up in one of those situations, you end up going and talking to someone and you're nervous about it, it ends up way better than you thought it was going to be.
Do you have any advice on how people can feel a bit more confident in their own skin, or maybe they want to start like wearing puffy dresses but they're scared that people will judge them?
I think if you're already on this path of trying to develop your confidence, you're already on the right track. Make sure you've got the right people around you, because when I've been in situations where I've had good people around me, I've just felt like my confidence there was less of a barrier, because subconsciously I wasn't thinking they would judge me or care about whatever. And I know a lot of people with confidence issues, you've had a person or a few people in your life growing up that have stunted you confidence-wise. Yeah, make sure you have the right people around you. Again, exposure therapy, just do it. Do it in a smaller fashion, take the steps up, just bloody take it easy. Like, everybody's trying to do their thing. They're not so concerned about your thing as you would think in your own head.
I think that we should give each individual spicy bean just like one line of encouragement. I would like to say that we're all gonna die. I know that's kind of hard to hear, but we're all gonna die, and literally nobody cares. So if you wanna wear silver sparkly cowboy boots, just do it. If somebody judges you, I think that's a massive reflection on them, not on you. And we need to care less and just do more.
When I'm thinking about decision making and doing something brave or confident or whatever, I always think about myself in the future, what they would think of me. I think that paradigm of thinking back is really powerful, because if I think to myself when I was 16, like, I would just be like, go do it. Like, who cares? I instantly feel that way when thinking about my younger self. Like, don't take it so serious. Like, if you love something, try it. If you have a feeling, like, express it, you know. I kind of reverse do that. I picture myself as a 50-year-old or a 40-year-old and look back to this time when I'm 26. I create that feeling for myself now, and it gives me a sense of motivation. So really try that. Like,
that's so smart. I love that. It's kind of like that saying, if you were reading a book of your life, what would you be yelling at the character to do next? It kind of reminds me of that. It's like taking yourself out of the situation. I think that's so good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week with a new one. Bye.